Okay, so in this video I'm going to do an example of finding a derivative using the quotient rule. And so here's the quotient rule, just because maybe you haven't seen it yet, but let's have a look at that. It states that the derivative of a quotient of two functions of x, u and v, which is what we will call them, with respect to x, is equal to v multiplied by du dx subtract u multiplied by dv dx, all divided by v squared. Okay, so you've probably studied the product rule as well, and I want to then say this is very similar, although a couple things we have to watch out for. There is a subtraction between these two products here, and it's all divided by v squared. And we must put the v multiplied by the du dx first, because subtraction is not commutative. So let's do an example. If my function is f of x is equal to 7x cubed minus 4x, and it is divided by x squared plus 2. Then we want to notice, all right, we're doing the derivative of a quotient, and so therefore we can name the numerator, the function of x in the numerator, as our u. And then we will name the function of x in our denominator as our v. So let's just write those out. And remember that we're going to need the derivative of each, the du dx and the dv dx. So let's state that u is equal to 7x cubed minus 4x, and v is equal to x squared plus 2. We also need du dx, which is equal to 21x squared minus 4, and dv dx is equal to, make sure that looks like a v, 2x. Okay, so we have everything we need to use the quotient rule and find our derivative. So let's say then we can find the derivative by, since the function is called f of x, we will call the derivative f prime of x, and it will be v multiplied by du dx. Well, v is x squared plus 2, and du dx is 21x squared minus 4. And now we need to subtract, and be very careful with this one, it is a subtract. And I'm going to subtract, I'm going to put this in brackets because we're going to have a product after that. We're going to subtract u times dv dx. Well, u is 7x cubed minus 4x, and dv dx is 2x. And the whole thing is divided by v squared, which is x squared plus 2. That's v, and it will be squared. Now, for this practice, we'll just leave the denominator like that. V squared, I'm not going to square it out. So I will leave it in that form. All right, so what we really need to do now is tidy up the numerator, because we have the derivative. It's a little messy, but we just need to tidy it up. So do some multiplication, gather like terms. And so that's going to look like, what do we have here? We have a product of a binomial multiplied by a binomial. And so let's multiply those out. X squared times 21x squared is 21x to the 4. And x squared times minus 4 is minus 4x squared. And 2 times 21x squared is plus 42x squared. And 2 times minus 4 is minus 8. Subtract 7x cubed times 2x is 14x to the 4. And minus 4x times 2x is minus 8x squared. Remember that that is all over v squared. which is x squared plus 2 all squared. Now we can gather like terms. 21x to the 4 minus 14x to the 4 leaves us with 7x to the 4. And we'll look at the x squared terms. Minus 4x squared plus 42x squared is 38x squared minus 8x squared. So that's 38x squared plus 8x squared, which is plus 46x squared. And we're left with a minus 8. And that will be over x squared plus 2 all squared. And that's our derivative of a quotient. Thank you.